the Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the most gorgeous ballparks in the sport, this one right here, PNC in Pittsburgh, one of the best in the game.
And from where we sit, just a gorgeous view of downtown. You've got the bridges, the Allegheny River. In fact, we've seen some hitters hit the ball into that river, and perhaps we'll see that today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Happy Friday, hi peoples.
Just about ready for baseball, and on the hill.
What's
here
up,
today,
Dan?
Paul Skeens. How about a report on him,
I
Chris?
actually got the microphone.
It's always
also,
interesting
if
to
I
see
don't
how he
respond,
utilizes
might
all of
as
his
well
pitches
have
and
a
how many of
microphone.
those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Okay, all set to go. Now it's the shortstop, Javier Baez. Just off the outside edge. And we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Now the third baseman, Colt Keith. Right side, Lau. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Next offering is downstairs.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Well struck right field. Reynolds going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Riley Green. That's in there, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there.
Hey, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Two outs. That's a laser base hit. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Fastball for a strike. Swings through that one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Strike three. Good luck hitting the cover star. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, and on the hill in this one, Tarek Skubal.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Jake Mangum leading things off and takes a strike. Mangum getting the start in left, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. And a foul ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering misses. The count now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To third. Throw on to Torkelson. 1 gone, bottom half of the 1st. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Brian Reynolds here. This to third. Throw on to Torkelson, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
2 down, bases empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn. A little bit high. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at PNC Park, here's a big power threat. Spencer Torkelson. Skeens back to work. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Designated hitter, number 7.
Next is the designated hitter, Kevin McGonigal. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Next pitch is downstairs. One out, base is empty. And that is low for ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Dylan Dingler now at the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That one lifted to left. Mangum settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. And there's a foul ball. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And we're back. Now at the plate, Brandon Lowe. Foul ball there.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down looking. This is Joey Bart. In there at the knees. 0-1. Swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Gone. And we're all square. It's 1-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. As big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Ripped on a line to center. Perez snags it for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Fly ball down the line. Fair ball. Two outs, runner at first. Jared Triolo getting ready to hit. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Carpenter makes the play, and that will end the inning. Cannonball coming. All even at 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Javier Baez.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Swing and a miss. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Keith. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Oh, great stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Splits the plate. That's strike one. Two outs, base is empty. And a liner out into right center for a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Green in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Headed down the line. Mangum sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. One left for Detroit. Score remains tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the third. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret. Big-time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
And now it's going to be Jake Mangum. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's the right fielder, Brian Reynolds. First time up, he grounded to third. Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
On the ground. And they take care of Reynolds for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Fly to left his first time. That one a little bit high, and that is ball one. Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends one high in the air out deep to right field. That one is back. Bangs off the wall. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. But one run does score in the play before the inning ends. So it's one run on two base hits. No errors and no one left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Pirates 2 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, now here is Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one in triple digits.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Strike 3. Skeen says sit down.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Torkelson in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Nope, ball 2.
Good hitters count the 2-0. In there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. And he deals. Ripped to short. On to O'Hearn. And they get Torkelson for the out. So now here's the DH, Kevin McGonigal. He reached on a walk his first time. McGonigal, in his rookie season, only 20 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2023. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Hard hit right side. Lau sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're down 2-1. Back here at PNC Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That one probably had no business ending up as a base hit, but he got just enough of it to muscle it to the outfield, and that pitch was well in off the plate. A tough one to handle, but he gets rewarded.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. 1-2 now. battling here as he fouls it away.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lau, the base runner at first with 1 out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Griffin. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a foul out of play. Outside with a breaking ball. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Brant Herter, the left-hander, up and throwing. Brisky, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Next pitch is outside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And it remains 2-2. Here's a high chopper. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
It's good hustle. And when talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Tarek Skubal is done, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Justin Verlander.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So they're all loaded up. Up next for the Pirates, Jared Triolo. Golden opportunity right here. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag, and he's safe. And they're up by 3.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering is fouled back. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off.
What up?
What up, Rob?
In the dirt,
I'm
2-2.
talking about YouTube.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely.
Does the game feel any different than last year's?
Excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So the lineup flips over. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Jake Mangum. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Still only one out here in the inning. In the dirt, and it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
2 strikes.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Triolo coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. Has grounded out a couple of times. Swings here and blasts one left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 8-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Man at second. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Pirates, second baseman.
And now it's Brandon Lau. 1 for 2.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Pirates 8 and the Tigers 1. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Forget it. He sends it out of here. It's 8-2.
I got 2 wings left. A full. I'm giving it to you.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Wenzel Perez digs in now. On the corner for a strike.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Foul ball.
Hey, why is he not going to school?
Oh, 2 now.
Oh, my.
And that one is inside ball 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That misses, and it's 2-2.
Oh, yeah. That helps. He's kicking in the back of here.
And they'll do it again.
He's kicking in now. Oh.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Colt Keith. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And takes low for ball 1.